Okay, Philippians 3, 1 through 4. Okay. Finally, my brethren, rejoice in the Lord. To write the same things to you, to me indeed is not irksome, grievous, but for you is safe. You know, Paul took a risk by writing these letters. Paul always took a risk with everything he did, just about. But the risk he was willing to take, it didn't bother him that he's taking a risk, because he knew that the Lord was going to use what he did. We need to have the same mindset. Regardless of the results, we need to do what the Lord calls us to do, because he's going to make it fruitful. We need to rejoice that he gives us opportunities. We need to be happy that we have a chance to serve him, to help others come to him and grow in him. Verse 2. Beware of the dogs, beware of the evil workers. Beware of conscience. Now, the dogs, we see Jesus refers to the dogs. It refers to the Gentiles, those that ain't of Jewish descent. Most of the ones that Paul went to, most of the ones who have Christ today are Gentiles. But it isn't. It's more, he's referring to beware of the ways they live. If they come to faith, there's no reason to beware them. If they're of Christ, there's no reason to beware them. What he's saying is beware the ones that are serving idols. Beware the ones that are have teaching other than what I've taught you. Beware of that. Beware of the evil that they do. Don't partake in it. You need to do better. You know better. Stay away from it. Don't partake in it. Verse 3. For we are the circumcision, who worship by the Spirit of God and the glory in Christ Jesus, and have no confidence in the flesh. So he's saying we're of the Spirit. We were circumcised, which refers to them being Jewish. We worship by Spirit, not by flesh. And it's to the glory of Christ that we're able to, and it's what we worship for. The world doesn't worship for Christ. They worship for themselves. Christ has done the work. We worshiping to receive more. We're worshiping simply because he is who he is. He's done the work. Worship isn't required to receive it, just coming to him is. But we worship because we have him. It's just an aspect of it. It's of the Spirit we worship, not of the flesh. Because of the flesh we cannot worship, because our flesh is full of sin. Now the sin is forgiven by Jesus, who died for us to cover our sin of the flesh. But we worship through Spirit, which means our worship isn't of ourselves. Our worship's of God. And if it wasn't for God, would we really truly have a reason to worship? No. Though I myself might have confidence even in the flesh, if any other man thinketh to have confidence in the flesh, I yet more. At this time there was a dealing with, well, you have to be circumcised first. You have to come to the Jewish faith first. Well, Paul strongly believed in the Jewish faith. Paul was Jewish. Paul may have very well held to his Jewish faith. But Paul believed you didn't have to become Jewish to come to Christ. Paul may very well have believed if you're Jewish, you come to Christ, continue to hold to the values that you did. Just because the values that Christ said are going to make what you did, what you're doing, is going to make it easier to follow the values of Christ that He said. Paul knew what the flesh was. It was no good. There's nothing truly good that could come from the flesh because it's corrupt. The flesh cannot do anything. Paul knew that his works, apart from the Spirit, were as dung, good for nothing. Okay, Judges 2:5. And they called the name of that place Bochim, a place of weeping, and sacrificed to the Lord there. You know, do we remember the times we've sacrificed for the Lord? We, of course, being of the faith, remember the times the Lord has sacrificed for us. But do we remember the times we sacrificed for Him? The things we gave up. We need to. But we don't need to look at it as regret, but as opportunity to show our faith to Him.